Hi friends, welcome to Sri Chaitanya. This is Uma Shankar. So far we have completed JEE Main Daily Series Season 1. Now this is Season 2 Series 1. In this Season 2 we are concentrating on shortcuts, tips and tests. Shortcuts in the sense how to solve a difficult problem in shortcut manner. Especially these techniques are useful in JEE Mains straight objective questions for to save time in the examination. And the tips are the methods that the problematic approach or solving approach to learn the type of techniques here also we are giving. And apart from these two, simultaneously we are providing one test for you, which is the either in the part test or topic wise test or full test or grand test. Anyhow, in this season these are the three things that we are providing. Okay, so this is what this is season 2 of JEE Main daily series. Okay, because so far in the series season 1, so we have completed 11 varieties of series, and after that we completely concentrated the topic wise assignments, sure main JEE assignments and tests. Again I am requesting you to please don't forget to check the description and please watch the video very carefully, because this is the very valid information this here I am providing. Now according to this series, today our topic is permutations and combinations. Here in this permutations and combinations, I am concentrating just 5 valuable concepts and simultaneously 5 best problems to support those particular 5 concepts. Okay, and of that I am providing one full test on entire syllabus of JEE Main in a new pattern. Again I am repeating, please don't forget to check the description box. All these techniques, these methods are very useful and they will save your time in the examination, especially in JEE Main. Now coming to concept 1. Okay, 5 concepts. This is concept 1. Now, sum of the numbers formed by taking all the given n digits or all given n things is equal to. This is the question. Once again, sum of the numbers formed by taking all the given n things, they all are different. The formula is sum of all n digits into n minus 1 factorial into n ones. What is that? Sum of all n digits into n minus 1 factorial into n ones. So how many number of ones here I am writing? N ones I am writing. So what kind of questions that they may ask? For example, see this problem. Suppose sum of the numbers formed by taking all the given digits 2, 3, 4, 5. That means what? By taking all the digits, all given digits. This is important. So that means 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 2, 3, 5, 4 plus 3, 2, 4, 5 plus 3, 2, 5, 4. Like that. What is the sum? That sum? That kind of how many numbers that they are forming, and of that what is the sum? Taking all the given n things that we have, that is important point. So according to the formula, what can we do whenever this kind of problems are given? Actually number of 4-digit numbers formed by 2 and number of 4-digit numbers formed by 3, 4 and 5. Here none of the digit is repeating. That is very important, and be careful about this one. So terms and conditions apply here. So the digits must be the different one. So whenever this one is given, then according to the formula, what could be the answer? Sum of the numbers 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 into how many numbers are there? 4-digit number here. 4 numbers are there. So we want 4-digit number. Sum of all 4-digit numbers formed by these digits. That is the question. So here, since it is a 4-digit number, so into 3 factorial, because it is n minus 1 factorial, into how many it is a 4-digit number. So how many number of ones that we have tried? 4 ones. That means it is 1111. So if you have simplified this, you will get the answer. That means this is 9 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 into, this is a factorial, 3 means 6 into 1, 1, 1, 1. So if you have simplified this, you will get the answer directly. Okay, if you have simplified this, you will get the answer directly. That is the concept number 1. So my friends, here there is no 0 digit involved. That is very, very essential. So here what I am doing is, I am finding sum of all 4 digit numbers taken all at a time. So since all are 4 different digits, therefore add all the digits. And how many it is 4 digit number, so it is, if it is n digits, therefore write n minus 1 factorial. Since it is 4, therefore it is 4 minus 1 factorial, that is equal to 3 factorial. And since it is a 4 digit number, so you have to write 4 ones. Suppose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are given. Suppose the numbers are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are given. So what is the sum of all 5 digit numbers formed by all the numbers taken from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Then what could be the answer? Then it is, since it is a 5 digit number, so first you write 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 into, since it is the 5 digit number, that is 5 minus 1 factorial, that is 4 factorial, into number of ones is what? 5 ones you have to write. So after simplification of that, you will get the answer directly. Instead of writing all the permutations and all the numbers, finding all the numbers and by adding all the things, it takes a lot of time. If you have applied this formula, then you can get the answer very easily and neatly. Okay? So, ఇచ్చిన 4 digits నుంచి 4 అంకెల సంఖ్యల మొత్తంలో వాటి యొక్క మొత్తం ఎంత అనే క్వశ్చన్ కనుక అడిగినట్లయితే, ఎన్ని డిజిట్ నెంబర్స్ అయితే ఇచ్చారో అన్ని డిజిట్స్, ఎన్ని డిజిట్స్ అయితే నువ్వేమో n-1 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ అని రాసుకో, ఇంటూ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద డిజిట్స్. అది 5 n digit నెంబర్ అయితే యూ యాడ్ ఆల్ డిజిట్స్ గివెన్ ఇన్ ద గివెన్ సెట్ ఆఫ్ ది నెంబర్స్, అండ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ వన్స్, it is n digit number, you take n number of ones. By multiplying all these things, you will get the answer very neatly and directly. So this is concept number 1. Very, very useful. Several times questions were repeated based on this particular concept, and it is concept useful even in advanced examination also. Now coming to concept 2. Again, in JEE main as well as in advanced examination, especially in permutations and combinations, questions were repeated based on this particular fundamental. They may ask questions exclusive on this particular concept, or sometimes in terms of other way, they may indirectly ask this application. So what is the statement? The number of ways in which m, one type of different things. So here read the statement properly. Here m are what? One type of different things, and n, another type of different things, can be arranged in a row. You have to arrange all the numbers in a row so that all the second type of things come together. All the second type of things come together. It is the concept here. So whenever they are asking some of the things are come together, here we have to apply the string method. What I am doing is, we have to apply the string method. That means here the second, suppose I have m different things of one kind and n different things of another kind. What is the number of ways of arranging them in a row such that the second type, that means the all n different things, always come together. Always come together. This is the question given for you. Then what to do? Whenever this kind of question is given for you, you consider the entire second group of the second type of n different things, you consider as a single thing. That means you make it as a single string. So total you have how many different things now? M old things plus this one, this string, that is 1. Total m plus 1 things are there. M plus 1 things can be permitted among themselves is in m plus 1 factorial, and the n different things can be arranged among themselves by n factorial. Therefore, by fundamental principle of permutation, the total number of ways is equal to n factorial into m plus 1 factorial. This is the funda behind the screen. So how to apply? This method is called, what is this method? String method. Several times questions were repeated on this particular method. Note this, very, very important. Several applications we can also expect from this string method. So see here one beautiful example here I am giving. The example is the number of ways in which 5 boys and 3 girls. So in the place of m, 5 boys is there, in place of n, 3 girls. So 5 boys are different and 3 girls another set. They are girls of different. So that all the girls come together. They should be arranged in a row so that all the girls come together. So what I am doing is, Now I have 3 girls. I consider all the 3 girls into a single girl. That means I am considering that as a string. So that becomes 1. Now these are 1 girl. And I have 5 boys. Total how many different things are there with me? 6. So these 6 different things can be arranged among themselves in factorial 3, and of which the 3 girls string can be arranged among themselves in factorial 3 by fundamental principle of permutations that can be arranged either this way or both the ways. Both boys and girls I need to arrange it. Therefore both the ways I am using. Therefore multiplication is the suitable operation here. So 6 factorial into 3 factorial. So after simplification you should get the answer as 4320. So again my suggestion would be, whenever you are solving the problems based on string method, you focus. Whenever some things are coming together, always come together, immediately you have to apply string method. So what is the string method? All the things you consider as a single thing and add that thing to remaining things. So how many total different things are with you, you identify and arrange them first, and the string, the things which are you consider as a single one, arrange those things among themselves in how many number that you identify by applying fundamental principle of combinatorics or permutations, that is product principle. Therefore you will get the answer. So answer would be what? 3 factorial into 6 factorial, therefore 4320. After simplification is left to your choice. So this is concept number 2, very useful concept. Now coming to concept number 3. See, almost concept 2, concept 3, they are just very relative to nearer to each other. See the thing? The number of ways in which n, what are n? One type of different things. That means all n are n different things. And n minus 1 another type of different things. See the relation between n and n minus 1. Suppose first different things are 5, the second things are 4. That means they both are not never equal. They are different. One is 7, another is 6. Suppose the first kind is 7, second kind is 6. Like that only. Okay. One number is just slightly less than to the first number. Okay. So they can be arranged in a row so that no two things of the same type come together. There in the concept number 2, all the second bunch of things are come together, whereas here no two things are come together. That means that n type of first things and n minus 1 type of second things are not come together. That means they have to we have to arrange them alternatively. Suppose whenever this kind of question is given to you, what to do? First you arrange the less number of things first of all. So first you arrange the n minus 1 things. That means suppose this is these n minus 1 things. These are the n minus 1 things. Suppose say these are the n minus 1 things. This is first thing, second thing, third thing. First I am arranging n minus 1 things. These n minus 1 things can be arranged in n minus 1 factorial. But between them, count the number of gaps. Between them, count the number of gaps. Between n minus 1 numbers, there are n plus 1 gaps are there. So arrange, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. After n minus 1, there exists what? Suppose, in a simple example, suppose if you have 3 things. So between 3 things, how many gaps are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose there are 4 things. Between 4 things, how many gaps are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So between n minus 1 things, how many gaps are there? N minus 1 plus 1. That is n gaps are there. So you arrange the remaining n things in these n minus 1 gaps, that is in npn ways. So by fundamental principle again, that becomes npn into n minus 1 factorial. Npn is nothing but n factorial into n minus 1 factorial. This could be the answer. This concept is called gap method. This concept is called what? Gap method. So again I am repeating, please practice all the problems related with string method as well as gap method. When shall we apply the gap method? whenever they are asking no two things are of the same type are come together, whenever they are asking the question in this form, immediately you need to apply the gap method. How to apply the gap method? You first arrange the less number of things, and in between the gaps you arrange the remaining things. That is simple. Okay, now consider this example. The number of ways in which 5 red balls and 4 blue balls can be arranged in a row so that no two balls of the same color come together. No two balls of the same color come together. So here 4 blue balls are less in number. So first arrange 4 blue balls. This is blue ball 1, blue ball 2, blue ball 3, blue ball 4. These 4 blue balls can be arranged in what? Factorial 4 ways. And count the number of vacant places between them by considering the extreme places also. They are 5 in number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So arrange all these 5 red balls in these particular places. That can be done in 5p4 ways. So finally it is 5p 5 ways. 5p5 into factorial 4. That is factorial 5 into factorial 4. That is 2880. That you can get the answer. Clear? And this method is called what? This is gap method. So previous concept is what? String method. This is what? Gap method. Okay. Now coming to concept number 4. Here, the number of ways in which n means n one type of different things and n another type of different things can be arranged in a row alternatively. Please try to understand the language in the question. In concept number 3, what is the language importance? No two things. Here what? Here both are n different of one kind and n different. Both m and n both number different things are equal in number. That is given for you. Suppose 5 white balls, 5 white different balls, 4 blue different balls, like that. Okay. So what is question here? How can we arrange them alternatively? That means after black, white, white, black, white, black, like that only. So okay. So this you can do in 2 ways. Suppose this is one type, this is type 1 and this is type 2. So the arrangement can be type 1 means this is n type, this is n of one type and n of another type. So I can do the problem, I can solve the problem in this way. First case 1, I start with first I arrange all my type 1 problems, all my type 1 objects that can be arranged in what? N factorial ways, like this. Suppose these are the things. So this is 1, 2, 3 and so on, n minus 1, n. So these n different things can be arranged in what? N factorial ways. Clear? But between them, how many gaps are there? Between n things, how many gaps are there? Actually, you please, you don't take the extreme places. Yeah, after if we have started the objects with the first type, then this case would be arranged. Now again, there are n gaps and n things of another one can be arranged in these n gaps in npn ways, that is n factorial. This is case 1. Case 1 means what? నేను ఇక్కడ type 1 దాంతో స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే. Case 2 means if I have started the same thing with the type 2, again the same thing will come, n factorial into n factorial. So I can solve this problem either this case or this case. Since here I am applying either or, therefore according to the concept of fundamental theorems of permutations, the final number of ways is equal to n factorial into n factorial plus n factorial into n factorial, that is 2 into n factorial into n factorial. So what is the difference between concept 3 and concept 4? Here in concept 3, there are 2 different groups, but they are equal in number. That is point number 1. And another important point is what? They come alternatively. See, consider this example. Suppose find the number of ways in which 5 boys and 5 girls sit alternatively in a row. What is my question? 5 boys and 5 girls can sit alternatively in a row. So if I have start case number 1, as I said earlier, If I have started my problem with boys, so I can write the boys like this: B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. So between them, if I have arranged my girls like this, this is G1, G2, G3, G4, G5. Then they can sit alternatively. This is one case. Or case 2, if I have started the same problem with girls, suppose take girl 1, girl 2, girl 3, girl 4, girl 5, and between them you arrange the boys. That means this is B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. So you can solve the problem under either this case or this case. This can be done in 5 factorial into 5 factorial ways, and simultaneously this can be done in 5 factorial into 5 factorial ways, but either or, because either I can solve the problem in this case or by this case, to 2 into 5 factorial into 5 factorial, therefore answer could be 28800. So my friends, if several times questions were repeated, especially in JEE Main from concept 1 to concept 4, number of times, even in JEE Advanced IIT examination also, questions were repeated. They are very, very useful. And not only for board examination, even for, not only in JEE Mains examination, even they are useful for board examinations also. This kind of simple oriented questions only they are asking. The techniques behind the screen are very, very important, and applications of the fundamental principles of combinatorics are very, very important. Now coming to the last concept. This is another favorite. So my friends, this is concept number 5, another important concept. Here we are concentrating on the arrangements of letters of the word dictionary. Or I can say find the rank of the word. Rank, I can say. Another word is what? Rank. Find rank. What do you mean by rank? Suppose 4 letters are given for you. Say L-U-C-K. These are the 4 different letters. With the help of these 4 different letters, you are preparing all 4 letter words and let them arrange in the form of dictionary. Ante na L-U-C-K ane 4 letters nu upayoginchi what we are doing is we are preparing a dictionary. So the word luck comes because how many letters in general we can get it without repetition. L-U-C-K, because all are 4 different letters factorial, for 24 words you can get it. Of that, L-U-C-K should be 1 word. Okay, so what is that number? L-U-C-K eppudu ostundo, that number indicates the rank of the word when they are arranged in the dictionary order. And this is another important area. So practically what I am going to say is, suppose the alphabet order of these given letters of the word, means English lo alphabets lo order lo తీసుకుంటే they are in like this one: A, B, C, D, U, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. So C, K, L, U, this is alphabet. So what we do is, first we are preparing all 4 letter words starting with C. What are they? C, K, L, U and C, K, U, L. Similarly, C, L, K, U, C, L, U, K, C, U, K, L, C, U, L, K. These are all are the total 6 6 words formed with or starting with the letter C. But my word is what? I want to find rank of luck. So luck comes under which place? That I want to find. So first, as per dictionary, first I am writing all 4 letter words starting with C. Similarly, starts with K. K, C, L, U, K, C, U, L, K, L, C, U, K, L, U, C, K, U, C, L, K, U, L, C. These are the
another set of six words formed with starting with the letters starting with K. So all C to start letters ani rasa words ani rasanu, ippudu K to raseటువంటి start అయ్యేటువంటి words ani rasanu. Now coming to L. So LC KU, because from the given letters of the word, the first letter starting with L are LCKU. After that LCUK. Next LKCU. Next LKUC. LKUC. Next LUCK. Next LUKC. So here my word comes. What position it has? It came in this letters of the word. So in what number? Suppose see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So in the 17th place, while forming all the letters of the by taking all 4 letters of the word in the form of dictionary, your word luck comes in 17th place. That 17th place represents the rank of the word luck. ఇలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ మీకు ఇన్ జనరల్ దే ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్ దిస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇన్ JEE మెయిన్స్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్. రీసెంట్లీ ఇన్ 2020 January and September session also questions were repeated. Since it is the 4-letter word, at least I can manage like this. But there is a shortcut formula. There is a shortcut model. This is the ultimate model. So whenever they want to find the rank of the given word, do like this. Suppose given word is LUCK. This is given word. Write first alphabet order. What is alphabet order? CKLU. So first you write the given word, and above that you write the alphabet order of the given letters of the word. If it is the 4-letter word, you take factorial 3, factorial 2, factorial 1. If it is a 5-letter word, you take factorial 4 to factorial 1. If it is 6-letter word, you take factorial 5 to factorial 1. Then what to do? You cancel this L and L. Count the number of letters before L. There are 2 in number. So first you write 2 into. And cancel U and U. Again, how many letters are there before U? 2. So you write 2 into. Again, cancel C and C. Before C, there is no letter. So 0 into. Finally, the last letter K is there. So instead of that, you add 1 only, because that is your word. By adding all these 3, you can get what? 2 into factorial 3 is 6, plus 2 into factorial 2 is 2, plus 1. So this is what? 12 plus 4 plus 1. That means 17 is the rank of the word. This is the shortcut, ultimate shortcut. So if anybody is arranging all 4-letter words in the form of dictionary from the given letters of the word luck, then the word luck comes in which place, in which position? In 17th position. That 17th indicates what? Rank of the word. Based on this question, several times questions were repeated. Suppose another example I am concentrating, some very good model. Okay, Sachin is there. SACHIN. What is? I want to find a rank of the word Sachin. SACHIN. So first what I am doing is, first I am writing given word is, given letters of the word, given letters of the word SACHIN. So first what to do? Write alphabet order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H I J K L M N O P Q R S. So this is alphabet pattern. Alphabet pattern. So what to do? First write the given word or letters of the word, and above that you write alphabet order. Since it is a 6-letter word, you take 5 factorial, 4 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial. Then what to do? Now cancel this S and S. Count number of letters before S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you write 5 into. Cancel A and A. Count number of letters before A. No. 0 into. Cancel C and C. Count number of letters before C. No. Cancel H and H. Count number of letters before H. No. Cancel I and I. Number of letters before I. No. So you last add 1. So it is what? 5 into 5 factorial plus 1. That is 5 into 120 plus 1. That is 5, 12, 600 plus 1. So 6 not to 1 is what? Your word Sachin comes. If you are arranging letters of the word in this way. Got it? Similarly, suppose another example you take. Father, F-A-T-H-R. So the beauty of this question and the questions are, please try to understand all the letters are different. So there is no repetition, that's important. So as long as there is no repetition, this method is always applicable. Suppose, now I want to find the rank of the word father, F-A-T-H-E-R, if they have been arranged in the form of dictionary. So given word is what? Father, F-A-T-H-E-R. So write alphabet order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, F, G, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, R. And again I have forgotten R, S, T. So this is alphabet order. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, right. Since it is what? 6-letter word. So what to do? Factorial 5, factorial 4, factorial 3, factorial 2, factorial 1, you write it. Cancel F and F. Before that, 2 letters are there. So 2 into. Cancel A and A. Before that, no letter is there. So write 0 into. Cancel T and T. Before that, there are 3 letters E, H and R. 3 into factorial 3. And cancel H and H. Before that, only 1 is there. And cancel E and E. There is no. And finally, you add 1. So what could be the rank of my letter word father? 2 into factorial 5 plus 3 into factorial 3 plus 1 into factorial 2 plus 1. So this is 2 into 120, that is 240 plus 6 3s 18 plus 2 plus 1. So this is 18, 2 and 1. So 11, and this is 6, and this is 261. So what is the rank of the word word father? That is 261. Like this, whenever they are giving the letters of the word like this, without repetition and all, you can easily solve or you can easily find a rank like this, and this model is even very, very important for board examinations. So my friends, you practice the questions in this way, you can get answers very easily within a short span of the time. Hope if you like this video, please share and subscribe, and don't I'm again repeating, please don't neglect the description. Please, there in the description I have given the corresponding links of question papers and etc, because already I mentioned along this video I am giving one full test based on the new pattern of JEE. Thank you. We will meet with season 2 series 2. So thank you.